Hi, folks, and welcome back. Yes, welcome back as we have game 2 of our 3 volleyball matches today at the Drum Nurse Center here at the post-university, I should say. It's St. Michael's College Purple Knights taking on the St. Thomas Aquinas Spartans in the middle match here with St. Michael's and Post going in that first game of the day. Where Post ended up winning that one 3-0 with a couple of tight sets to bookend the match. St. Thomas Aquinas comes in at 1-5 under new leadership, a whole new squad, and looking to turn some tides here in the program as St. Michael's College drops to 2-7 on the season. Also evens up their their all-time series against Post, dropping that one and going 1-1 now all-time against them. Again, St. Thomas Aquinas 1-5 on the season. Let's get to know the starters, and if you join us in the first match, you are quite familiar with the St. Michael's squad. Is not too many different starters. It's Grace Almeida wearing number 4, Anna Daggett wearing number 8, the libero in the purple jersey. Dana Welch, number 10 on the outside. Ashley Marshall, number 12, a center, had over 20 assists in that first game. Rory Tower gets the start in the middle, number 15, and Nora Schultz gets the start. Ella Patterson, Nia Settles off the court to begin as they started last game. Actually, Patterson doing the honors as the serve. Let's meet the starters for St. Thomas Aquinas. Anna Gazzaro, Boglarka Kiss, number 10 in the maroon libero's uniform. Christiana Roberts, Adriana Sarzeno, Laura Rojas Gomez, Camila Zoe Rosa, and Chloe Whiting round things out for Nicholas Bosco's squaddy. And 1-5, his first season as the head man for St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas in Sparkill, New York. St. Michael's located in Colchester, Vermont. Both taking the time to come down to Waterbury, Connecticut. And St. Michael's, the already warmed up team. Quickly up to zip. Push over by Adriana Zarzeno. And first points rewarded to the Spartans. This is served from Boglarka Kiss from Hungary. Finance major, also a transfer from Colby Community College. And into the net. Hit 14 service aces coming into play today. Negative hit percentage, just not taking too many swings. Set up by Gazzara. Sent over. Swing by Schultz. That falls to the hardwood. St. Michael started off hot in set 1, game 1, where Post ended up coming back and handling business. And that's a big swing on the middle. Rory Tower announced herself a freshman who was doing big things. She had an important game for St. Michael's in game 1, and we're expecting her to have a big day in game 2. And after this, St. Michael's will pack up the bus and head back to Vermont, while St. Thomas Aquinas will take a quick breather and then face off the hosting Post University later on. Outside, swung on by Rojas Gomez. And Stack, St. Thomas Aquinas College, picks up the point. Whiting on the serve. And Camila Zoe Rosa taps it over. A good serve by Whiting. She had 6 aces coming in, make it 7. Knotted up at 5. Patterson the first touch, and then final touch is Tower. And they do get it in play, but ends up coming out the other end. Caitlin Mediate, wears number 3, freshman from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Blocked up front, kept alive. Pushed over, Sarceno. And can't quite get it over. Daggett, who was the Defensive Player of the Year in high school, a 3-time All-State from Heinsberg, Vermont. Her sister played volleyball with Emmanuel out in Boston. Pretty close to Fenway Park. I chose my college wrong, how close they are to Fenway. No, can never say I picked the wrong school. Go goal, shout out Endicott College. 7-6 with St. Thomas Aquinas picking up the lead until Tower evens things back up. Diana Garcia Atuesta, the Colombian, checking in a lot of international players on this side for St. Thomas Aquinas. You have her from Colombia. You have Ana Gazzaro from Padova, Italy. You have Boglarka Kiss from Hungary. Zeged, Hungary, definitely said that wrong. Apologies to all of my Hungary fans out there. You have a couple of Spaniards as well. It's Arceno and Laura Rosas Gomez, both from Spain. You also have Camila Zoe Rosa from Puerto Rico. And Greta Santini, who hasn't recorded any stats this year, or is number 20. She is from Reggio Emilia, Italy. So a strong international foundation for St. Thomas Aquinas. Outside, literally punched over by Sarceno. Patterson on the outside. That's tipped around, kept alive. Flicked up. And Media able to get down and dirty, keep it alive, but fortunately popped right over her, and teams had to go over her body, try to get to it, weren't able to. 9-8. Spartans take an early lead. Almeida. And Almeida again. Playing rescue. Huge swing, popped up. Patterson can't quite finish it off. Sarceno's getting a lot of work, and this one a little too much mustard on it. And 9s as we head to the second third of set 1. That is in, just snuck in. Incredible serve by Ashley Marshall. 7 service aces, and a lot of these stats a little outdated now, but coming into play today, Marshall 7 service aces, 4 errors. Popped over. Marshall sets up again, had a whole bunch of assists, racking them up in game 1 of her 2-game day. And does that stay in? No, it does not. Just outside by Dana Welch. Rojas Gomez transferred in from Heston, studying sports management from Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Spain. Outside, back to Rojas Gomez, and that is in. $11 apiece, pretty evenly matched contest so far. Gazzaro wasn't pretty, but she kept it alive. Outside Welch, yes sir. St. Michael's changing from their purple uniforms to their gold uniforms, while the libero coming in, I guess, on cue. Hannah Daggett wearing the purple. She had the gold for Post, who was wearing their whites. And Spartans in their black away uniforms. Right off the cheek of Whiting. A ferocious strike from the Purple Knights. Outside, swing from Rosa. Beautiful dive by Mediate. Mediate again a couple times, and this one finally ends for St. Michael's, picking up the point. Now 14-12. Rack together a couple more, they can start forming a bit of a lead. Outside, blocked in front. Gazzaro to a knee. Couldn't quite keep it alive. Timeout as a few in a row for St. Michael's. We will take it with you. Cody Shotley on the call. 15-12. Set 1, game 2. And we thank you for joining us here on this beautiful New England Saturday as a Division II volleyball tri-match getting underway. It was Post versus St. Michael's in Game 1, where Post ended up a hard-fought sweep 3-0 victory against the Purple Knights. And now they are back on the court taking on St. Thomas Aquinas. And after this one is done, about 40 to 30-ish minutes afterwards, Post will come back on the court and take on St. Thomas Aquinas. Outside blocks. Gazzaro The setter getting up there. 2 blocks coming into play today. Make it 3. Ana Gazzaro, exercise science major. 169 assists before this game started off. That's a little too much pepper from Rojas Gomez, and she will take a seat. Give way to Garcia Atuesta. Garcia Atuesta had the first dig. Set up by Gazzaro. And it's Zoe Rosa picking up the kill. First time in the game for Addison Miller. And my friend Ryan, my new best friend, I think legally he's now my guardian. That's what happens when you read. Don't read, folks. Keep your eyes up. Sitting courtside here. 16-16. And that's in. Cross-court snipe. Tower at the line. Settled in by Sarceno first, and couldn't really put together a good pass. And that is off the backboard and quickly down. That's up. Tower getting down for it. Playing good defense. Go across the court. Patterson had the swing. Tower sets up. Patterson again. That's out. No one tipped it. 18-17. St. Michael still in the lead. Almeida, no one in the corner. She found the weakness. 19-17. As the Purple Knights trying to come away victors of their first set today. Ashley Marshall, all-conference 3-time team MVP in high school. She's also studying psychology at St. Michael's. Skip Almeida go all the way outside to Welch. Welch then comes back as a solo blocker over her outstretched fingers. And a big block. Christiana Roberts will at least get half of that. The pre-law major from Hesperia, California. And knotted at 19 apiece. Sarceno. No service aces until right now, her first of the season. Oviedo, Asturias, Spain. Sarceno getting the start today after only 6 sets played. 25 kills in that time, though. 19 digs and an error to combat the ace. So I guess she comes out of things evened up. Welch, yes. Deflected. And down. 21-20. Getting that lead, giving that lead right up. Patterson in the netting at 14 service errors before play today, so not counting anything that accrued during game one. It's up, outside, swing, blocked off the ceiling. (22-21). Now an important serve for St. Thomas Aquinas. Welch, Almeida there. Welch again. Big dig by Gazzaro. Infraction ensues. Point, Purple Knights. Almeida, it's out. Just too forceful. Swing by Schultz, dug up, and sent right back in front. A huge defensive block in front to knot it up, 23-23. And important here. They went to extras in the first game. Will they do the same here in the second? Zero. To Rojas Gomez. Now it's Schultz with a chance. Zero just flips it over. Tower, no man's land. Right in the middle. Sets up set point. Timeout taken. We will keep it here. Now let's learn about St. Thomas Aquinas a little bit. Selected to finish 7th in the ECC preseason poll. We're 7-18 last year, 1-11 in conference, and they're coming in on a 3-game losing streak. Lost to Dominican 3-1, to Goldie Beacom 3-1, and Westchester 3-0. Staff led by Nicholas Bosco. His first season, assistant coach at Farley Dickinson for 2 seasons in the men's program, and played men's volleyball at Nichols, where I've actually had a chance to broadcast a game or two of his. I believe he was in the same conference as Endicott in the NECC while I was a commentator there. And I believe our paths have crossed. If not, it's been very interesting that they didn't. NECC champ and the NECC Defensive Player of the Year while he was with there. Nathan Lancia, the right-hand man on the staff in his first season as well. Now 24-23, this could be for the set. And we'll keep it going. Ursano, kill down the middle. Too far out of the reach of Ella Patterson. Patterson on a knee. Tower. Good dive by Whiting. Ursano. Light tips back and forth. Ursano's going to try to bring the boom. And off the pole. So back to set point, and this time it's Emily Weinfield, environmental studies major from Merrimack, New Hampshire. Still playable, have to roll it over. They will. Sets things up for St. Thomas Aquinas. Outside. Big swing. Sarceno. She says no. Keeps it going. Keeps it going. Patterson to end it. We keep it rolling. Whiting. Zero. Finishes off with Sarceno. Sarceno first touch. They get it back to her. And what was a defensive rollover, a defensive swing, ends up being right place to drop it in right in front of Weinfield. And we roll 25-25. Madison Miller in. Allentown, Pennsylvania. Patterson didn't set her up going towards the net to stop her momentum. And then couldn't keep it going. It's a timeout. This one we will take. Minute 12 seconds. Could be decided. Could it keep going? We'll have to wait and find out. (26-25). St. Thomas Aquinas in the lead. Popped up, banging around. And that will do it. St. Michael's drops their fourth set in a row. And we will see how they respond in about 3-ish minutes. So St. Thomas Aquinas picks up the first set, and we will be back. So back here in the Drumner Center, St. Thomas Aquinas picks up set number 1 against St. Michael's College, 27-25, and led by 13, Adriana Sarceno. Her 5 kills, 3 digs, and an ace to lead the Spartans. 4 kills for Camila Zoe Rosa and 2 for Laura Rosas Gomez. So 13, 14, 16, doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the Spartans. On the other side of things, 5 kills, Rory Tower, the freshman. 3 for Dana Welsh. 9 assists for Ashley Marshall, 4 digs for her, and 5 for Winefield and Mediate. And 1 ace that going to Marshall as well. 6 digs for Whiting on the St. Thomas Aquinas side. And an ace for Millers, Orseno, and Whiting as well. Add Oglarka Kiss to that list, and 9 assists from Anna Gazzaro. So 1-1 to start, and Tower makes it 2-1. Tower's been quite impressive through both games so far today. Again, the first match of the long Saturday we have ahead of us was Posts for St. Michael, or Posts ends up winning that one. Score of 3-0. Two of those games pretty close. Close, but off the pole. And 3-2, St. Thomas Aquinas. That one drops in as well. They're having their way to begin things 4-2. And Chloe Whiting, the criminal justice major from Bakersfield, California. One thing to monitor on St. Michael's side, we haven't seen Denia Settles at all in that second game. She played pretty heavily in the first game in all 3 sets, but have yet to see the court. So something to keep an eye on whether she checks in, yes or no. And early timeout. St. Michael's College not off to the best of starts. 6-2, St. Thomas Aquinas looking for their second win of the year. Six to 2 after the early St. Michael's timeout. Some people are having better afternoons than others. But St. Michael's picks up the point there. 6-4 your score. St. Thomas Aquinas up ahead. And trying to turn the corner as a program. New head coach, new staff. Whole 9 yards were not thought much of by their peers, as selected to finish 7th in the ECC preseason poll. Had a tough year last year, especially in conference, only coming out of the ECC 1-11, but looking to turn some corners. 1-5 to begin the year, but couldn't tell by how they're performing so far this afternoon. Putting the pressure on St. Michael's early. And that goes out, says the line judge on the far side. And shout out our referees today who will be here through all 3 games. 2 line judges, the net judge and our judge on the table at the end here. Tapped over as it's 7-7. An infraction by Patterson. It's up. Patterson can't finish it off. This is an infraction by St. Thomas Aquinas. The Spartans fall down 8-8. Back and forth we go here in set number 2. Huge swing, but an even bigger dig. Sending up Sorseno on the outside, and she will capture the point. And a Gazzaro, 5 service aces on the year coming into play today. And the Italian will put that one into the net. Ties things back up at 9. Gazzaro sets up Sorseno. And we're going to continue to say that a lot today, I believe. Sorseno here, the psychology major from Spain. 25 kills and 19 digs. And she has been pretty good today. I mean, pretty good. So, 7 kills, paces all student athletes, just ahead of Ori Tower in her 6. And that's Whiting off the pole. St. Michael's coached by Lauren Broach, we've talked about before, her 3rd season with the Purple Knights is 16-36, 16-37 all time as a head coach. Also spent 3 seasons as an assistant coach, 2020 to 2022. Assistant coach at St. Anselm as well, 2019. Was played at Bates, where she was a 3-time NESCAC All-Academic Award recipient. assistant coach Beth Severson, her second season. Played at St. Michael's and also started her career at Emmanuel College at NE10 All-Academic, and assisted as well by Joe Gunn, his third season as well. Good defense by St. Michael's. And Schultz gets it over and falling down, and St. Thomas Aquinas taking a nice 4-point lead, 14-10. And make it 15-10. With the reception error off the serve. Schultz there, dug up by Sarceno. Sarceno again, this time no dice for Daggett. It's getting late early on St. Michael's, but they don't turn it around, down by 6. Kiss sends it over. Last touch by Daggett. Kiss. Pizarro. Whiting, but blocked. Combination of Schultz and Almeida. Almeida at the service line. Pushed over by Rosa. Blocked by Rosa on the opposite end. Schultz over the line. Whiting tries it and can't quite duck it. Hit off the net and then rolled out. (17-12) is the serve. A little too much. St. Michael's trying to battle back, and they can make up some ground, and the best way to do it is at the service line there. 31st in the nation in total service aces and 38th in service aces per set. That fell to the ground. And again, it all starts here. See if they can pick up some ground. And touching the net, they're going to give a point. And a timeout. So it's 18-14. St. Thomas Aquinas on the verge of getting the 21st. We'll be back in a minute to see what goes on. St. Thomas Aquinas has had the lead here mostly in this second set. Kind of came back after St. Michael started off hot like they did in the first game. And big swing. And they're trying to claw back. The momentum starting to shift. Tower throws it down, and that won't be in play. So up 4 now, just up 2. Now back up 3 after the service error. Checking into Addison Miller. Trying to get the ace, and she will. And she'll get another crack at things. First to 20. And with a 4-point advantage, they're fine just trading at worst. And that is off the net, so it comes out in the wash. Sarceno, back to her, and she can't get it over that either. Back-to-back miscues for the Spartans. Keep the Purple Knights in it. And that is in. Just in by Tower, who's been one of the more impressive Purple Knights we've seen through the 2 games today. And with just a 1-point advantage, St. Thomas Aquinas will talk it over. We will as well. We'll be back in just a minute. 2019, Stack in the lead. Both teams ready after just 30 seconds or so of the break. And we are off. Tower still at the line. It evades the ceiling. Patterson. Kiss there. Sarceno. Dug up. Patterson again. This time it is Garcia Atuesta. Patterson a third time, still not the charm. Gazero to Sarceno. Now St. Michael's on the ground scrambling. And eventually, it's Patterson there to tie things up. These few Spartans ran into each other, and when the volley keeps going, the rally keeps going for that long. They get out of sorts. And now it is the Purple Knights on top. Another timeout, another break. We'll be back. Things starting to shift here at Post University. So energy starting to shift here. Now the Drumner Center is after St. Michael's College kind of came out lackadaisically. St. Thomas Aquinas was on the verge of taking it to him in set 2. St. Michael's has snapped out of it a bit and have made this a 21-21 affair here in set 2. Zero in front of Mediate. She went down to get it, but popped out. Oh, Almeida, huge swing, and honestly was played pretty well until it hit that ceiling, which is coming to play multiple times tonight and will continue to. Welchester just get it over. And Whiting comes through, challenges Almeida and wins it. Now St. Thomas Aquinas, they're in the lead. 23-22. Sarceno at the line. Trina Sarceno. Almeida ties it back up. One of the more intense sets we've had. Really a bunch of close ones. At least half the sets today went into overtime. Kiss to send it over, and off of the oop, comes down, and that is how it ends. In set 2, St. Thomas Aquinas is picking it up. They have the 2-0 advantage, and we'll see you in a few minutes for set 3. So a fresh set here is St. Thomas Aquinas in the lead 2-0 on St. Michael's College. It was 27-25 Spartans led and won set 1, and then 25-23 the Spartans took set number 2. And St. Michael's played tough in both, but fell behind in both and just couldn't dig out of the hole that they had dug. And we'll see if they can change that tune here and at least have a start to finish great set number 3. Set it backwards, and Whiting wasn't ready for it. And first point of St. Michael's College. Willa Patterson at the line. 2 double-doubles coming into play today. Was an NET all-rookie selection her first season. She's a senior now. Missed all last year with injury from Folsom, California, but now back and better than ever. 60 kills through her first 29 sets. Again, not counting anything she's accrued today. 4 assists, 11 service aces, 80 digs, and 9 blocks. And into the net. Short again. So stat leaders. Tower has 8 kills, Schultz has 5, and Almeida has 4 for St. Michael's. 18 assists for Marshall so far, had 20 in game 1. 2 aces for Tower, 7 digs for Mediate, 6 for Marshall and 6 for Winefield, and 2 blocks for Tower. On the other side of the coin, St. Thomas Aquinas, 8 kills for Sarcenos. They've been setting her up all afternoon, or 8 kills now after she picked up 1 in this set is the stats update. 5 for Rosa and 4 for Rojas Gomez. 16 assists for Gazzaro, 5 aces for Kiss, 9 digs for her as well, with Whiting behind her at 9, and just 2 blocks total, or 1 block is. They have 2 block assists, 1 for Roberts, 1 for Whiting. And 3 aces for St. Michael's, but 9 errors. And that's been a big difference. On the other side, 9 errors for St. Thomas Aquinas as well, but 11 aces. So they're at least coming out of the pack up in that regard. And for the first time, we see Naya Settles as she has checked back in. Tower able to get it over and resets things for the Purple Knights. A good thing she did. 4-3. Purple Knights take the lead and the NE10. Mediate, cousin Rocco in the PGA Tour. Golfing it up. Outside Settles, who again was a fixture in the first game, and for the first time gets some reps in game 2. Good defense by St. Thomas Aquinas to keep themselves in it. Tower can't quite zip it over the net. At the line is Laura Rojas Gomez, 6 service aces. Whiting a huge dig. Tower, and Whiting again, another dig. Sano pops it over. Patterson, no. And 2 incredible digs by Chloe Whiting kept things going there for her. Hailing from Bakersfield, California, her sophomore season. Get 46 kills, 48 digs. And the switch by Coach Bro is coming out is Settles, who got some good swings in. Calling it as Daggett. Leaves it up to Tower. Kiss down on her knee to save it. Flipped up. Tower pops it back over. 0. Whiting from downtown picks it up. Tower, yes. Immediately in is Almeida. St. Michael's College with the slight 7-6 advantage. Sarceno is blocked. But able to get it back are the Spartans. And couldn't quite hold it together after the block attempt, and Whiting's had to punch it over and fell to the wayside. And that is out, point right back. St. Thomas Aquinas. Daggett in, Tower out. Almeida right down the middle. Dug up by Gazzaro. Outside Patterson. Ella Patterson. Dug up this time by Garcia Tuesta. And the block goes foul. Point ties it back up. Sarceno again. They'll switch up their defensive alignment, move Patterson back a little bit, and perfect call. Almeida finds with Patterson to put a good defense on it. Off the net, Almeida, swing, blocked. And Roberts is there. And Coach Bro giving some more directions, thinking that there is a infraction. And a couple of times she's argued, and at best she's gotten a redo. Obviously a little spirited. So we'll keep it 9-8. Almeida with the swing. Blocked. Kicked over. And Almeida tried to push it. Did it fall in? It does. Pinpoint accuracy by the junior from New York. Outside, Whiting. Fantastic dig by Marshall. Whiting again. And Marshall and Winefield will combine to let that one leave. Purple Knights back in the lead. Welch had to send it from a bit away. Ends up missing the mark. And good call by Winefield Company as she was screaming out the whole way. And the roller coaster rides continue. Back and forth, up and down we go. And we've drawn even again. Patterson another service error, and those racking up for St. Michael's. After this one gets tossed in, 11 total on this game alone. Marshall gets the settles. He blasts it through the hands, trying to block it. And Camila Zoe Rosa not strong enough to keep that one for dropping. All it takes is one little run by each team, and it could be a totally different ball game. And that's 2 in a row for St. Michael's. Could this be the run that we just mentioned? That's in. Sarceno again. Still a lead by St. Michael's. Tower back in, pushes it over. Swing. And point St. Thomas Aquinas. Punched back in. And point given to St. Michael's. This Tower playing good defense and turning into quick offense. And that just out. Actually, no, they're calling it in. In for St. Thomas Aquinas. I thought it just went out, but here we are. 14-14. Neither team able to get a substantial lead on the other. Seen St. Thomas Aquinas jump out a little bit from St. Michael's on both the counts in the 2 sets that they've won so far. Oh, boy, settles. It's a fantastic swing by her. Going down the line and keeping itself in. 15-14. And 3 Spartans in the area. They all got out of the way. And now a 2-point advantage for the Purple Knights. And right back into the control room. Well, the service error. Madison Miller, a service specialist, sophomore finance major from Allentown, Pennsylvania. comes in to serve it and then sits on the bench till it's her turn again. That's up, hanging around. You have to get it around. No, it won't. Had to get it over. Valiant effort. Unfortunately, no dice there. Oh, forceful swing by Sarceno. And this time it's Roberts on the attack. Tower there, pushed, out. Made a little too much flick of the wrists. And dag it in. Out comes Rory Tower. Almeida to make up for a mistake previous. She does. And Welchin, All-State player, most outstanding player, two-time All-Star in high school, ran track and field in Howell, New Jersey as well. And at the line will be Ashley Marshall. Blocked up front. And that's actually not blocked, they're actually off of the net. So no touch by St. Michael's, or excuse me, no touch by St. Michael's. St. Thomas will have to take the timeout. We'll take it with you. Cody Schaffler here on the call. We'll be back in about a minute. Yeah, 19-16, St. Michael's with a nice lead here in set number 3, where St. Thomas Aquinas, they lead 2-0 in the sets department. Welch, 20. St. Michael's starting to heat up. Fighting the swing, blocked up front. Welch back to it. Sent down by Roberts. Still in play. Sarceno. Who else? (2017). This is an important serve from Sarceno, trying to gain some momentum back, claw back in and try to sweep Purple Knights. Popped up. Daggett ends up to Welch. What a play by Kiss. And just mistimed by Laura Rojas Gomez. And still a 4-point advantage. And some confusion as timeout called first. So the second timeout used in a couple of minutes by St. Thomas Aquinas. And again, we will be back from the Drubner Center, game 2 of our 3-game tri-match, coming down to the wire. 21-17, your score. And in the lead, St. Michael's College, the first set all day, including both games. They've had this big of a lead this late. They went back and forth and held the lead a lot in that first set against Post. So until very late, Post actually their first lead of the game. And now just 3 away from forcing a fourth set. Two away. St. Thomas Aquinas in this set just never really got to a run. They had some runs in the first couple of sets where they were up by, 3, 4, 5 at some points, even more. But never got to that point. And with St. Michael's College able to keep it close, they were able to pull away. And now all the pressure on the Spartans. Welch, it's up in the rafters, down, set, point. Tower in, Almeida. At the service line. Clips off the net. Sarceno, dug up by Almeida. Good adjustment by Patterson. Settles can't end it. But the tandem up front, Tower, Welch, we play on. 25-18, one of the more dominant sets we've seen today. We'll be back, set 4 in about 3 minutes. Set 4 about to get underway here at the Drum Nurse Center. Again, it is St. Thomas Aquinas winning set 1 27-25, then winning again set 2 25-23, and then St. Michael's coming through, winning 25-18. And statistically, the best set through the now 9 sets that we've played combined between both games, as it was Post defeating St. Michael's 25-19 in set 2 of their game. And now as we get into set 3, let's check on the stat leaders, as that is in a kill for Settles. 9 kills for Tower, 7 for Almeida, 6 for Welch, and now Settles just picks up her 6, and it's only played in 1 set. This is her second set here today. Assists 29 for Marshall, closing in on 32 aces for Tower, 12 digs for Mediate, 11 for Patterson, and 4 blocks for Tower, and 1 for Almeida, Welch, Marshall, and Schultz. On the other side, the Spartans' kill leader is Sarceno with 11, 6 for Rojas Gomez, and 6 for Rosa. 24 assists from Gazzaro, 5 aces from Kiss, 17 digs for Kiss as well, 16 for Whiting, also has 5 kills, and pair of blocks for Roberts, as well as Whiting in a solo for Gazzaro. Settles. Tower. Sarceno gets it over. Set up Settles again, who's found some juice to being reinserted. Again, didn't see her at all in the first 2 sets. Then she comes in. It's out. Two to 3, your score. With St. Michael's ahead. Good adjustment by Gazzaro, and they had to just roll it over. And it is Tower picking up another kill. And St. Michael's found some juice in that second set. And it is carrying, or that third set rather, it is carrying over. That's in. Dumped it in by Rosa. St. Michael's finds themselves up 4-3. Addison Miller back to the line. Ace for her. Well, good job from the line today, coming in as a specialist. And again, back to back, and now Spartans take the lead. Again, a lot of these low liners. And Patterson, miscue. Few in a row now. Her 4th go at things. Get down and dirty as Daggett She gets down and rolls. And 2 out in front for Roberts. She's barely able to get a finger on it and rolled it out of bounds. Punched over by Gazzaro. She's going to come in defensively and challenge at the line. Sano can't get it. Patterson, another effort. Kiss picks it up off the hardwood, but can't keep it in play. We're knotted up at 6. Tower barely scrapes over. Sarseno got the first touch. That's the second. St. Michael's bench getting amped up for Towers' dig, but the next attack outside of the playing parameters. Patterson rolls it over. Zero sets up Whiting, finishes it off. Mediate couldn't get to it in time. A valiant effort. Now Spartans up 2. And the 2 sets they have won. Again, excluding the last set we just watched. St. Thomas Aquinas is able to get on a little bit of a roll and find themselves with a little bit of a lead. Able to push that up past 4, 5 at times. Didn't have that luxury last set, and that's where they got drubbed. 25-18. Sent over by Whiting eventually. Set it outside. Welch between the towers. Gets the drop and knotted back up. St. Michael's select to finish 4th in the NE10 preseason poll. 8-17 last season. Have had 2 separate 3-game losing streaks and lost 1, trying to avoid another and starting potentially a 3rd 3-game losing streak on the season. Been in the NE10 playoffs for back-to-back seasons for the first time since 1994-1995. They rattled off 5 NE10 postseason berths in a row from in the early to mid-90s. 8 conference wins the last 2 years, 4 apiece, outpacing the previous 8 years combined. So a big shout-out Lauren Bro and her staff of Beth Syverson and Joe Gunn, really kind of changing the outlook of how the Purple Knights are viewed. And still some work to do. They're not a powerhouse quite yet, but they're on the way to being very competitive in NE10 and kind of readjusting that narrative of what St. Michael's is to a lot of people, and that's on the up and up. And 38th in the nation in terms of service aces per set, and 31st in terms of total service aces in the entire country. Timeout called as St. Michael's on a nice run. It's 12-9, and the Purple Knights, they're thinking 5. 12-9, your score after St. Michael's putting together a nice run for themselves. The last 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. The streak ends there as Kiss, who already had 5 service aces, make it 6. Glarka Kiss. Szeged, Hungary. What a swing from Almeida. She has been rocking tonight. Good decision by Kiss. Lets that one go up the back baseline. Kept it alive. Off the net. Tricky to play it, but they are able to play it right. And Rosa, shooting for the first time, number 16 or 18, Natasha Romanoff. First time we've seen her, an early childhood education major from Haverstraw, New York, is in, wearing number 18. Blocked, and that is Rosa. So 14 all after the service error. Again, St. Thomas Aquinas can end it here with a win, and St. Michael's can force a 5th set with a win. Romanoff, big kill, and she's out. Great stint from Romanoff, who picked up multiple kills. Daggett gets to it first and kept in. And the Purple Knights. Weinfield in as out comes Settles, who she has been excellent in her limited time in game 2. A reception error on Garcia Tuesta. Biochemistry major from Pereira, Colombia. Sarceno. She can end rallies whenever she wants. She has been awesome. Kill 13. Paces all student athletes. Perrick on post, she posted 15 kills. In game 1, so not quite the day lead. It's in. Sarceno, another one. Creeping up. And Christina Perrick for the lead on the day.
Hey, let's compete. Let's go.
That one does not scoot over. Pizarro, the error. St. Michael's keeps the lead, or retakes the lead after the tie ball game. Kiss gets down. Good dig. Outside. That was Whiting. And point. And they say St. Michael's. And they're going to get together here and check out what's up. And we'll see what happens. You already had one kind of replay point today. And we got 3 judges in their vantage points. And they're going to get the 4th official involved. I think the call is who touched it last before it went off the post. Was it hit by St. Thomas Aquinas or tipped by St. Michael's? As of right now, it's St. Michael's point, 19-17. And they will talk it over. If they talk about it this long and get all 4 vantage points involved, we might just get a replay of points. And that is what we will do. So take one away from St. Michael's, who has not got the benefit of any of these calls today. It's been about 4 or 5 different meetings, and a point to St. Michael's as back-to-back. We have to talk it over. And we will say it 18-18, and that's what we'll play on from. As we approach 3 o'clock here on the East Coast. Again, we thank you for joining us wherever you are finding us from. Cody Schaffler on the call. It's been a pleasure. We'll have one more after this. And the way that one's going, it's probably closer to a 4 p.m. start than a 3 p.m. start. Blocked. Kept alive by the Spartans. Middle, Almeida. And it's 20-17, so correction on the 18-18 score is 19-17. Timeout. So I think we all need a little bit of a break. We'll be back in a minute and 10 seconds. 20-17, St. Michael's trying to force a 5th set. So back here from the Drumner Center, again, Cody Schaffel here on the call. We thank you for joining us So does Robertson. Roberts, excuse me, and actually infraction. They're giving it to St. Michael's. 21-17, and the Purple Knights, who fell behind 0-2 after a couple pretty tight sets, then blew the doors off of St. Thomas Aquinas in set 3. Now on the verge of coming away victors set 4 and forcing the 5th set. If we do go to set 5, be up to 15. As Layla Naboa Santos for the first time has checked in immediately. And that's out. There comes Romanoff, who had a good stint when she came in briefly earlier on. It's into the net. St. Michael is just one away from repeating a 25-18 set W. Trying to force it to the 5th and final. Patterson, dug up by Kiss. Naboa Santos. And point goes to St. Michael's. There will be a 5th. The Purple Knights storm back and force an extra set. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Again, this one up to 15. They'll switch sides after the first team gets to 8, and we will be back. For those joining us just now, well, you missed a fun one, and we are in set 5, going all the way, try to decide this one. Recap, it was St. Michael's College actually fell behind 2-0, 27-25, 25-23, St. Thomas Aquinas, but then turned on the gas and have blown out St. Thomas Aquinas 25-18 the last 2 sets, and have forced themselves all the way to the end here. And this set up to 15. And St. Thomas Aquinas will stick around and play posts probably 30 to 40 minutes after the conclusion of this match. And St. Michael's, after playing it too early in the day, get to take the trip home after the conclusion, win, lose, or no draws, but win or loss. And first point goes St. Thomas Aquinas. Laura Rojas Gomez. Almeida dug up by Kiss, kept alive. Sarceno bump it over. Settles, couldn't get it over the net. Powerful burst, but couldn't quite get it over the net. And it's 2-zip Spartans. Popped over, scrambling, and sent over by Rosa. And that's out. 3-0 start for the Spartans. Just crept over. And the first point for St. Michael's. Popped up, sent right back. Out. Just out. Welch a little too much on it. And a mishandling of things. That's Patterson. A reception error. Timeout called. We'll be back. 5-1. St. Thomas Aquinas storms out to a lead in the 5th and final set. And some good coaching, a timeout by Nathan Lancia. Giving some instruction to Camilo Rosa. And 5-1 Spartans lead. After having 2 not great performances in the last couple of sets, they have really turned that corner here in the 5th. Kept alive. They get it over. Welch. Job recovering. Popped up. And Rosa on a knee. Didn't see it come back towards her. Patterson, after a long volley, flips it over. And into the netting. Good setup from Gazzaro, but Sarceno had to come from about the foul line. Couldn't quite get it over the net. Good save by Mediate, but no one home to help him out. Whiting didn't get a good handle on it. Helped out by Gazzaro. It's in the area. Whiting across the court. Sarceno, this is up. Again, off the Raptors. This has to go over. It won't. So St. Thomas Aquinas putting the pressure on early. Side, pushed over. I'll creep over as well. Settles. Whiting there. And finally, the defense shines through. Sarah Rosa. They make it 8-3. We will switch sides. And we will see who has more of the firepower. We'll take a quick break and be back 8-3. Actually, we're going to keep it here. We are ready to go until a timeout is called. Here we go. We'll take the break. I won't lie to you next time. 8-3 is St. Thomas Aquinas in the lead. So halfway through the fifth and final deciding set 5. St. Thomas Aquinas has found themselves up 5 early. Or I guess halfway through, not quite early. Tower makes it 4. Back middle, and that's out. So 2 in a row for St. Michael's. And that is out. St. Thomas Aquinas now just 6 away from putting an end to this second game. Outside, Patterson with a huge swing. 9-6. After the kill from her. Over. Punched. Tower, Patterson down the line. Great save. Got to get it over. They will. Almeida. Sarceno has been so good. 15 kills for the freshman. And that ties Christina Perrick for most we've seen today, and did take Sarceno well into the 5th set to get there, and Perrick only took her 3. Back to St. Thomas Aquinas. Gazzaro and a Gazzaro at the service line. That one stays in. Coach Bosco sending out some instructions to his players. And it was up to Daggett to get it over. She couldn't. Now 3 away. St. Thomas Aquinas College, the Spartans still lead by 5. It's up. Daggett off of her upper arm. Able to control it still. Great swing by Whiting, dug up. Patterson gets it over, they resets. Outside, punch back over. Patterson again there with good defense. They try Rojas Gomez again. Again, Patterson's there, but push it too much. 13-7. Adriana Sarceno. Patterson, huge swing. Settles. Coming back in. Need the offense. You got Patterson, one of their better servers. Stay alive, 13-9. Quite an exciting one to finish off St. Michael's Day. Again, after this, to matter the decision, they get to take the bus back home, but storming back, now their backs against the ropes, trying to not leave here with 2 losses on their record. It's up. The ceiling comes into play yet again. Tipped at the net. Go to Welch. Dug up. Bangs around. Now it all comes down to Almeida. One mistake. Day is over. It's in. Just gets it in. Another ace for Almeida. That one gets over. Whiting ends it right there. St. Thomas Aquinas comes through in the 5th set, wins 15-11, and the comeback bid for St. Michael's stops there. 2 super hard-fought matches and sets in the first 2 sets, and then St. Michael's came alive, and all of a sudden it was St. Thomas Aquinas that got their swagger back late and polishes this one off 15-11. So that's going to be the day for the women's volleyball team of St. Michael's College. They lose to Post 3-0, lose to St. Thomas Aquinas 3-2. Their next games will be on the road. They have a date with St. Anselm on Friday in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then the next day at Southern New Hampshire, they will play them on the 27th. Then they're actually going over the border to the Université de Quebec in Montreal and taking on that team twice before returning home on October the 7th. We'll be back soon, about 39 minutes and counting. We'll have post St. Thomas Aquinas. One team coming out of here with 2 wins, one team going 1-1. We'll find out who it is in a few minutes. Again, thank you for joining us here. Cody Schaffel will be back in about 40 minutes.